So just now we learned this whole numbers are satisfied for its whole numbers are closed under addition. Okay, similarly the whole number is closed under subtraction or not. We can discuss by some example. See here, 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. So here 5 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number, and even 3 is a whole number. So 3 is a whole number we had written. And I had taken one more number. 9 is a whole number. 12 is a whole number. 9 minus 12. While subtracting the number, the greater number sign is here minus. Adrinda we will get minus 3. So, but minus 3 is not a whole number. It is a integer. And see the next example. 5 minus 10. 5 is a whole number. 10 is a whole number. The result is also a whole number. But see, when subtracting this, the greater number sign is the greater number is 10. The sign of the number is minus. So minus 5. Minus 5 is an integer. So the result is an integer. It is not a whole number. So the conclusion is whole number is not a closed under subtraction. Whole number is not a closed under subtraction. Okay. So now, is this satisfied for a multiplication or not? We can discuss. So the next is multiplication. We can discuss about multiplication. Multiplication. I'll give some example. 1 into 2 is 2. 1 is a whole number. 2 is a whole number. The product. The answer is also a whole number. 2 is a whole number. 2 is a whole number. 3 into 4. 3 is a whole number. 4 is a whole number. The answer is 12 is also a whole number. 12 is a whole number. 12 is a whole number. 5 4s are 20. 20 is also an whole number. 20 is a whole number. 20 is a whole number. So the conclusion is whole number is closed under multiplication. Therefore, whole number is closed under multiplication. Whole number is closed under multiplication. Whole number is closed under multiplication. Okay. Now we can discuss, is it closed under division or not? Okay. Clear, right? This. Now we can discuss about division. See, 12 divided by 6. We can write 12 by 6, that is equal to 6 2s are 12. Okay, 2 is a whole number, we can be say 2 is a whole number anta helbodu. Okay. 3 divided by 4. 3 divided by 4. 3 divided by 4 can be simplified. We'll get the less 3, 0.75. We'll get the smaller number 0. We'll get decimal numbers. We'll get here some decimal numbers. It's not a whole number. We'll get some decimal number. So this is a fraction form, isn't it? This is a fraction form. So 3 by 4 is not a whole number. It is not a whole number. Okay. 1 divided by 4 means 1 by 4. This is also not a whole number. 1 by 4 is not a whole number. 1 by 4 is not a whole number. So the conclusion is whole number is does not closed under division. Therefore, whole number is Therefore, the whole number is does not closed under division, does not closed under division, because in some cases you will get the answer in the form of whole number, but in other cases you will get it is not there in the form of whole number, it is in the form of fraction. So we can't conclude it is this property is not satisfied, it is not closed under division. So the conclusion, final conclusion is whole numbers are closed under only for addition and multiplication, and it does not hold for a subtraction and for a division. Okay, this is about a closure property. Now we can go for the next property of the whole number. Next is a commutative property. The next property is, the second property is commutative property. Second property is commutative property. The next property is a commutative property. What does mean by commutative property means? For example, if we can discuss first about for a is it satisfied for addition or not. If you consider the two whole number, for example, imagine A and B are the two whole numbers. If you would add these two whole number and just change the position or change the order of the numbers, A plus B idre we can be write B plus A anta bandre, the in both the cases the we will get the answers are same. We will get LHS equal to RHS. Left hand side is equal to right hand side we will get. Let we can, is it satisfy or not? We can check by some example. 5 plus 3. 5 is an integer whole number. 3 is an whole number. So just I'll change the order now. 3 plus 5. Just I'll change the order of the whole number. So 5 plus 3 is 8. 3 plus 5 is also 8. LHS equal to RHS. LHS equal to RHS. So in both the cases LHS and RHS are same. Okay. I'll take one more example. 10 plus 0. I'll change the order 0 plus 10. 10 plus 0 is 10. 0 plus 10 is also 10. LHS equal to RHS. If you would add any number to the 0, the answer will be as it is. That same number will get. So 10 plus 0 means 10. 0 plus 10 is also 10. LHS equal to RHS. So the conclusion is commutative property satisfy for addition of the whole number. So the conclusion is commutative property satisfy for addition of the whole number. Commutative property satisfy for addition of the whole number. Commutative property satisfy for addition of the whole number. In addition, we'll get LHS equal to RHS. We'll get the same answer in both the side. Okay. So then next we can be checked in subtraction. Okay. Example. 5 minus 3, that is equal to 3 minus 5. I'll change the order. Subtraction means this is a symbol of subtraction. I'll change only the position of the number. 5 minus 3. Then I had written 3 minus 5. 5 minus 3 is plus 2. 3 minus 5. We have to subtract and we have to put the greater number sign. So here greater number sign is minus. minus 2. Is this both are equal? 2 and minus 2 both are equal or not? No. 2 is a whole number. Minus 2 is not a whole number. Both are not equal. So LHS is not equal to RHS. LHS is not equal to RHS. I'll take one more example. 10 minus 4, that is equal to 4 minus 10. I'll change the position. 10 minus 4 is 6. 4 minus 10 is minus 6. LHS is not equal to RHS because this is plus 6. This is a minus 6. Both are not equal. So this is not equal. So the conclusion is commutative property does not satisfy for a subtraction of the whole number. So commutative property does not satisfy subtraction of the integer, subtraction of the whole number, subtraction of the whole numbers. Commutative property does not satisfy for a subtraction of the whole numbers. It is satisfy for a addition of the whole number, but it does not satisfy for a subtraction of the whole number. Okay. So the next. Is it satisfy for a multiplication of the whole number? Multiplication. Is it satisfy for a multiplication of the whole number? Is it satisfy for a multiplication of the whole number or not? See, if you would consider A and B are the two whole number, I'll change the position. That is equal to A into B is equal to B into A. Let we can simplify by giving some example. 3 into 5, that is equal to 5 into 3. 3 5s are 15, 5 3s are 15. LHS equal to RHS. In both the cases, LHS and RHS both are equal. I'll take one more example. 7 into 5, that is equal to 5 into 7. 7 5s are 35, 5 7s are 35. LHS equal to RHS. LHS equal to RHS. This both are equal. So the conclusion is commutative property satisfy for multiplication of the whole number. The conclusion is commutative property satisfy for a multiplication of the whole number. Commutative property satisfy for a multiplication of the whole number. Multiplication of the whole number. Now one more operation is left. Which is the operation? The last one is division. Is it satisfy or not? We can be check. Okay. For a division, 5 divided by 10, that is equal to 10 divided by 5. 5 by 10, that is equal to 10 by 5. 5 ones are 5 twos are 1 by 2. 5 ones are 5 twos are 2 by 1. One is 1 by 2, another one is 2. Both are not equal. One is fraction, another one is complete whole number. So both are not equal. LHS is not equal to RHS. LHS is not equal to RHS. So here 3 by 6, 6 by 3. 3 by 6, 6 by 3, 1 by 2, 2. So both are not 1 by 2 is not equal to 2. So the LHS is not equal to RHS. So the conclusion is what? Commutative property is does not satisfy for a division of the whole number. Commutative property does not satisfy for a division of the whole number. Okay. So now note down some problem, homework problem. The homework problem, note down the homework problem and solve the problems. Locate the number on the number line. Find the products. Find the product on the number line. Find the product by using number line. Five into 3, 2 into 5, 3, 6 into 2, 4 into 4. This is the homework problem. Okay. So we can discuss in the next class about the next property of the whole number. Okay. Thank you.